YouTube, man. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button, hit the like, man. What's up, mob? What's up, mob family? Y'all know what time it is. I want to talk to y'all about some shit, man. You know, something really important, man. I really feel like this is important. So, hopefully y'all can tune in and catch this live. I feel like it's a lot of shit, a lot of stuff going on that people be unaware of. You know, um, like far as what's happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? Far as like, you know, the things that's going on. You know, like you gotta have good energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even with good energy, bad shit gonna still happen. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay? See, a lot of times we dealing with shit that happened way before we came into existence. Like a lot of times we dealing with shit that we don't really know nothing about. Like you wonder why like you go through this thing or you going through this or you got this setback or this bad thing happening bad. And whole time you like, damn, how did this shit just keep happening? Like what did I do? Right? But whole time you ain't did nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a balance in the scale in the universe. A lot of times, like you be suffering that shit because somebody in your family did some fucked up shit. It don't even gotta be you. Like I know a lot of y'all probably heard of this thing called generational curses. Like that shit is true, bro. Like I done seen that shit with my own eyes. You know, I remember when I was younger and I first got with my baby mama. We was together for maybe like a year and a half or so. And everything was good. Everything was great until one day my goofy ass was like, "Oh, let's stop and let's talk to this psychic," right? Because every day on my way to work, I would drive past this place. It's this psychic place, right? And it'd be like, "Oh, psychic reading, $15, full reading, 60, this and that." But like, it always jogged my curiosity. Yo, what's up, man? Make sure y'all hit the subscribe, join the mob, join the infamous crime family. Hit the subscribe button. We almost at 1,000 subscribers. So every day, like I would drive past this fucking psychic place, and I would always wonder, like, damn, I wonder if that's real. I wonder if that's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then one day, I was off work, right? And I didn't have nothing to do, and I was riding with my girlfriend, who's my baby mom now, and at the time was just my girlfriend. And I'm like, hey man, look, let's stop at this psychic place and let's see what this psychic got to tell us, right? And so we go knock on the door, and this little girl come to the door, and I guess her mom was the psychic, right? You just hit 20 subs. Hey man, congratulations, man. I'm a sub to you too, bro. All you got to do is sub to me. I'm a sub back. And you know, this little girl answered the door, and it's a whole little story with that. But matter of fact, fuck it, I got time. So listen, this girl comes to the door. She had to be about 18, 19 years old. She's pregnant, right? And I'm like, are we here to do a reading, like a psychic reading? She's like, oh, that's my mom's. Like, let me go get her type shit. But I don't know something at the time. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the sub, bro. I'm definitely gonna sub back ASAP. I was trying to do it now, but I don't think I could do it while I'm on here. But I'm definitely gonna sub back for sure. Uh, let me see. Yeah, I think I gotta wait till I get off. But but yeah, so This girl, I think my baby mama, she was just my girlfriend at the time though. She wasn't my baby mama. But she noticed like that this girl was pregnant somehow. I don't know how she peeped her, but she was like, she noticed that the girl was pregnant and she said something about it like, how far along are you? Are you pregnant or something like that? And the girl was like, yes, I'm pregnant. And she was like, but don't bring that up. Now, mind you, this is the psychic's daughter. Okay, damn, I'm fucking breaking out bad, y'all. I gotta get some vagina. But listen, this is the psychic's daughter, right? She pregnant, and she's like, but don't tell my mom because she doesn't know. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and so I asked her, I'm like, how does she not know that you're pregnant if you're if she's a psychic, right? I'm like, how does she not know that you're pregnant if she's a psychic? All this is happening real fast like this, like from the moment we knock on the door. So it's happening way faster than what I'm saying it. My, she don't know you're pregnant. She's like, oh, because she can't read family members. She only can read strangers. I'm like, oh, okay. Then so boom, her mom ended up coming to the door. So her mom comes to the door. We go inside the place. We sit down and we start reading. Right? She reads um my baby mom first, right? These is palm readings. She reads my baby mom, then she reads me. And she tells my baby mom right there, I'm sitting right there next to her. She tell her to her face, did you get her pregnant? Yeah, I got her pregnant. But like she tell her straight up, she was like, oh, I'm seeing that you have a generational curse on your family. She was like, it's not your whole family though, but you got a generational curse on the women in your family, and you've got bad luck, you know, and all the women in your family is pretty much gonna have bad luck, you know. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. And she tells her like that she's holding me back from being successful and shit like that. Like I swear to God, I can't make this up. I'm sitting right there next to her. And then boom, so she read my palm. She's like, "Oh, you know, you're gonna be very successful. You know, um, you're gonna have a bright future. Yada yada yada, etc." Right? And then that got me a card. And then I'm like, "Okay." And then we just leave, right? Mind you, while we walking out, we walk into the car. She's like, see, she says I'm bad luck for you and this and that, and she's all somber and shit. And I'm like, man, fuck what that psychic said. I don't care what that psychic say. Like, if if she say you bad luck, bitch, I believe I'm good luck. So if you bad luck and I'm good luck, we gonna even shit out. You know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is stick together. Like, don't believe what this bitch is saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it was the lady was absolutely right. And she did not know my baby mama. She didn't know that her mom was currently in prison and had been for years. She didn't know that her mom's mom, which is her grandmother, had died in a car accident. There's no way she could have known this. She didn't have enough time to even try to do any research on this. Like it was on like a whim, like we just walked in there type shit. And so, you know, we end up still staying together like 6, 7, 8 like years after that, right? But anyway, so let me backpack. Let me backtrack. So after this lady said that right, we walked to the car. She was like, "Oh, I'm bad." I'm like, "I don't think you bad. Like, I think you good. Like, I think I'm good. Like, we gonna even out. Blah blah sweet." Right? We pull up. I remember what that lady said. Right about her having a curse on her family and shit like this. Right. So see, she don't know this, but I went back to that psychic by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, what the fuck? Like, you said she had a cursor. Like, what the fuck? What are we supposed to do about this? And she was like, well, you need to do a full cleansing spell type shit. Like, on you and your relationship and your girl. And that's the only thing that's, like, gonna break the curse from her. And I'm really, like, concerned about the shit because I plan on having kids with this girl at the time, right? At this time, I didn't have no kids, but I was raising her daughter as my own, Catalina. So not only was I thinking about future kids, but I'm thinking about the little stepchild that I'm raising, Catalina, like she was my own house. She was born. Like since she came out the womb, I was there. You know what I'm saying? In the hospital. So she kind of like my daughter. So I kind of was like thinking about her too. Like, damn, I don't want her to have bad luck. I don't want her to have no generational curse type shit. But I know that my girlfriend at the time, she really did not even want to go in there to begin with. Right? So when I went back the second time, I did not want to take her. So I went back on my own the second time, and I paid that lady like $150 to do a cleansing spell. No, I'm on an iPhone 16. Okay, to do a cleansing spell for her and her family. Right. So boom, she did the cleansing spell and all that, and we was seemingly happy for like 5, 6 years after that. We end up breaking up eventually. Anyway, uh, so I'm not gonna get into that. But I said all that to say this. Don't think that I don't think that psychics can be real. Sure, there can be a real psychic out there. Sure, there can be real mediums. Sure, there may be people that know things, but 99% of these people are scammers. Okay, they're scammers. They're preying on your weak insecurities. They're preying on you not knowing better. You know what I'm saying? They preying on your insecurities. They preying on your sorrow. They preying on you wanting to change things. You know what I'm saying? They're preying. They're like predators. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you a bunch of general shit. Like for example, I could say I'm a psychic, right? And I'd be like, oh, let me do a reading for you. Come into my office. I'm gonna charge you $50. You give me $50. I say, well, it looks like you've been having a difficult life. It looks like there's a lot of challenges that you need to overcome. It looks like there's somebody close to you who might not be your friend, but calls themselves your friends. It seems like you've been having some financial difficulties in your life. It seems like you're thinking about traveling a lot. Make that move. You might want to make that traveling move that you've been planning on. Or maybe you're looking for a better position at work. I say go for it. That's going to apply to 99% of the people that you talk to. I don't care who you is. Everything I just said is going to apply to you. We all been through hard times. We all face financial difficulties. We all thinking about traveling. We all want a better position in a job. So that's what these psychics do. But when you got young, naive, gullible people, appreciate the sub, bro. I'm a sub back. When you got young, naive, gullible people, and you take somebody like me, right, or a fake psychic or a fake guru or somebody who just got enough common sense to con an unwitting, naive, gullible person, it's very easy to manipulate and destroy people's lives like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, I said all that to say this because I wanted to give a little bit of backstory, right? You know, this girl that I was talking to, right? She's all into this spiritual shit, Santeria shit, praying to these gods and goddesses, and hey, do whatever you want to do. That's fine. That's your prerogative. I have no qualms with it. I support any type of prayer, praying to the man above. This goddamn bird man escaped out the cage again. I don't know how he keep getting out. Okay, but anyway, like I totally support it. But don't be naive. Don't go making decisions based off of something that some probably scamming ass psychic told you. You know what I'm saying? You making life altering decisions based off of something that somebody else said who 9 times out of 10 is probably scamming your ass. You know what I'm saying? These people getting paid good money to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not important. Like, it's really the things they say can apply to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like I guess this girl didn't want to talk to some psychic about us, right? Or her mom did or whatever. And you know what they tell her? Oh, we're hurting each other more than we're helping each other. And I could say that about anybody. You know what I'm saying? I could literally say that about anybody. And all your mind is gonna do is go to the things that where you're hurting at. Your mind not gonna think about all the ways that you're helping each other. Your mind is only gonna focus on the ways you're hurting each other. So then you making the shit true yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're a weak minded ass person, it's real easy to get manipulated like that. It's real easy to let somebody get in your ear and make you make decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say that, you know, I know this is probably redundant by now because over the last 5 to 10 years, people really been heavy on it. Like, oh, we're in a spiritual battle and things like that. Because it's true, we are, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, I'm not even gonna say, yeah, it's kind of good versus evil. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it's deeper than that because I don't think it's just as simple as good versus evil. I think it's about motherfuckers just wanting chaos to ensue. Niccolo, you don't pray for the thing. You become the one whom the thing is true. Remain faithful to that assumption regardless of the appearance. You only need your awareness of already being that which you desire to be in the now moment. There are only 9 moments anyway. Corinthians 3:16. Do you not know that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? Yes, I know that for sure. Move to the identity that has the identity that knows God is all things. Focus on the identity who has it already. Who you are. You Christ are you. That's who you shall be identifying as. Why do YouTube for? Because so I can talk to people. Appreciate the sub. I really appreciate the subs, y'all. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. And I do YouTube because I like to talk to people. And also, I just like to talk to people and, spread positivity. Okay. And so, like I was saying, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. Appreciate the subs. Appreciate all the subs. Okay. And so, listen, what I'm trying to say is right because I'm trying to say my things. God bless you too. I'm trying to say the things I'm saying without making it personal and out because I don't want to offend nobody specifically, and I don't want nobody to think that I'm talking about them because I'm not talking about nobody specifically. I'm talking about in general. Okay, I want to say one more thing because before I say what I really want to say, because I really want to say something else, but I want to put a button on what I was just saying. Okay, now with the psychic shit, right? And like you can't let me give you an example, right? I'm not even mad at this girl, right, for listening to these people because, you know, I'm more mad that you listening to somebody else than actually what they said. You know what I'm saying? I'm more mad that you don't have enough confidence in our relationship, you know, to be more confident and more secure in us without letting somebody else come in and say, "Oh, you did this, you did it." Yeah, one of my birds died today. One of my nephews killed my bird while I was at work. Okay, and that's what I want to talk about. And that's why I put the thumbnail and the title the way it is, because I want to get to that. But listen, this shit all connects. Okay, trust me. Okay, and so anyway, you know, I'm not blaming her for being naive enough to be gullible enough to be, you know, deceived. Because Satan is a powerful entity. Okay, most more powerful than a lot of common people. Like back to like what's the name said? Nico. Like The spirit of God dwells in you. Okay, when you don't have that spirit of God in you, then you susceptible to anything, bruh. You susceptible to anything. You susceptible to a motherfucker coming and getting in your ear just like the serpent did in the Garden of Eden. Okay? When the serpent in the garden it came in the Garden of Eden and got in got in Eve's ear, it was easy. Because she was what? One of the first women allegedly, right? Even Adam and Eve. See, she don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? All she know is good. All she know is what God told her. All she know is what God made her. Like she don't know right from wrong, good from evil, and shit. Like she was easily manipulated by that serpent. And you would say, well, if God made her, how did she let be manipulated by a serpent? God only made good things. No, God also give you free will to do what you want to do. Okay, and she chose to listen, and and hence the fall. Okay, and the start of time, okay, and all of those things, right? But I just want to say I don't blame her no more than God blamed Eve. I'm sure God was probably disappointed in Eve, but I'm sure he wasn't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he was like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She bit that apple. But I'm sure he forgave her. I'm sure there's forgiveness there. Because there's only love in God. You feel me? And that's the problem. And see, now I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about a little bit. See, men and women now today, they don't like to pray together. When the last time you seen a young couple praying together? You haven't. You know what I'm saying? You go to church. I work in a restaurant. Every Sunday, you see a bunch of old people. Do you recon it's okay to punch a bully? Do you reckon it's okay to punch a bully? Yeah, it's okay to punch a bully. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, it's okay to do whatever you want to do long as you're okay with it. Okay? You might hurt somebody else and that's not okay. If you hurt somebody, like you might be like, "Oh, let me go attack this bully." But really, now who's the bully? You the bully. You know what I'm saying? So, everything's about perspective. But I want to say this real quick before I forget. Like, there's uh, there's certain type of people in this world, right? You've got you got God fearing people. You got people that don't fear God or believe in God. You got devil worshiping people. You got people who don't worship the devil or don't fear the devil. And you got everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, when you believe in God and Jesus Christ, or whatever your religion is, for me, it's no religion. But I do believe in God and I do believe in the Son of God. Jesus died for my sins. Absolutely. And, you know, it's power in that. But when you walking around, you don't believe in shit, you're powerless. You have nothing to have your back. You're powerless. When you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't talk to God. You don't pray to God at night. You know what I'm saying? Like I seldom pray. Like I always physically pray. But verbally I occasionally pray. Why? Because God has already given me everything that I've asked for. I asked for so much shit from God, I'm still receiving the things that I've asked of Him. And I just see it coming and coming and coming and coming. And it just steady come. I got to a point in my life where I just stopped asking for shit. I stopped asking God for shit because He's still giving me shit that I already asked for. So now I feel greedy. And sometimes I feel bad because I keep getting all this shit that I asked God for. And sometimes I don't feel like I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because in that time, in that moment, you thinking like, oh, I deserve this, I want this and that. And maybe I do. saying? But, you know, then you start receiving these things and you like, damn, do I really deserve this? But you like, damn, I got it. I must deserve it because I got it. Or did you just get it because God gave it to you because you asked for it? It doesn't matter whether you deserve it or not. You asked. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they don't ask. And that's why they don't get. And you know, it's a powerful saying. Closed mouth don't get fed. Open your mouth. Okay? And this is another thing I want to say because this video getting kind of long. I want to try to be done by 30 minutes. But pray with your boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? Like, let me give y'all an example. When I was in California, I used to take my girlfriend to church every week. Not every week she wouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? But she went because I went. She didn't go because she woke up one day and said, oh, I want to go to church. I started going to church. I didn't even ask her. She asked me, I want to go with you. Sure, come with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? When you try to make somebody do some shit, you're going to face resistance. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them make their own mind up. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that when me and her started going to church, our relationship got so much better. Our relationship got so much better. It got so much stronger, you know, and it just is what it is. Unfortunately, you know, my mom got sick and I had to move back up here to Detroit to take care of her. And I left my girlfriend in California. But I did bring her up here with me. And she stayed for a couple of weeks, but she lives in California and she has a mama of her own to take care of. You know, people be embarrassed, like, especially like young adults, they embarrassed. Like, bro, you embarrassed to worship God, bro? You embarrassed to worship your creator? You know what I'm saying? You praying to all these statues and these deities and shit, but you won't pay homage to God, bro? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Who the fuck made all these statues and who you think made all these deities? Like, do you think that these deities and these other entities is more powerful than God? No, absolutely not. They might give you shit just like God will give you something, but they could never give you more than God can give you. And anything that anybody else give you is always going to be temporary. It's always going to be temporary. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is, man. I feel like I got so much more to say, but I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to drag this shit on, but I just want y'all to know that, hey, I'm not going to say it's spiritual warfare out here because I'm not really too into the religious aspect like that. But I am a very spiritual person and I do sense a lot of negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they come my way. You know, I do know that this generation is real. And I do know that sometimes the people that's in your family is not the best. Just because you born into a family, that don't mean that that's your family. That's your blood. You feel me? That's your blood. Blood don't make you family. Okay, your heart make you family. It's not the blood. I seen too many people and people of my own blood who caused me some of the most harm I've ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? I seen too many people who don't share none of my blood, only my friend, who have given me the most happiness, who've helped me out the most. You know what I'm saying? Who is there for me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, right? Come on. I guarantee you, right? I know people that I could call right now. I could call right now and say, man, I'm down and out. I need you. Okay? And they're going to be there. They're going to be there for me. No matter what. No questions asked. Why? Because they know that's the type of person I am. Even if I haven't did that for them, they know that's the type of person I am, cause they could tell through the way I speak, the way I carry myself, my intentions. Everything is pure. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pure, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. And I just want to leave y'all with that and let y'all know, man, be genuine, be real, you know, be kind. Don't let nobody take advantage of you though. Don't be too kind. Cause you be too kind, people start taking advantage of you. Be kind but be firm. You know, stay happy, man. Don't let nobody bring y'all down. You feel me? Even when bad shit happen, it be for the good most of the time. So always look for the silver lining and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I want to say. Right?